There are organizations that manage to survive the test of time, but very few organizations prove capable of not only withstanding the test of time, but in fact, adapting, growing, and flourishing under the inevitable pressures of ever-changing societal demands, the influences of national policies, and the challenges of an extremely complex and fragile international environment. The Ukrainian Canadian Congress, or UCC, has never been content with the status quo. The UCC has always risen to the challenges, never looking inward, but instead focusing on building a stronger, more cohesive, more effective community for the benefit of local, provincial, and national priorities. It has always been a priority of the UCC to showcase the Ukrainian community in Canada, highlighting its history, its culture, its people as nation builders, and the contribution of the multifaceted community to the development of multicultural Canada. As a result, the UCC has become an authoritative, representative body, recognized and respected within the halls of Canadian Parliament, the boardrooms of government agencies and non-governmental organizations, and the Canadian mainstream. A critical defining factor in the work of the UCC is the community's relationship with Ukraine and its people. Our linkages with Ukraine define who we are as a community, and the stronger the Ukrainian nation in Ukraine, the stronger will be the Ukrainian community in Canada. The stronger will be the entire Ukrainian diaspora. While for the first 50 years of UCC history, these connections were lacking, today, the opportunities for mutual benefit are limitless. And as such, the UCC has made one of its priorities assistance for the people of Ukraine in realizing their aspirations for a life in freedom and dignity, in a state where fundamental human rights are respected and rule of law prevails. The current situation in Ukraine, including the annexation of Crimea, the subsequent invasion of eastern Ukraine, the displacement of over 1 million Ukrainians from the war-torn regions of eastern Ukraine, and the unprecedented disinformation campaign being waged by the Russian Federation against not only Ukraine, but Ukrainian communities throughout the world, has thrust the UCC onto the international stage. The UCC has effectively engaged Canada in staunch support of Ukraine, and as a prominent member of the Ukrainian World Congress, has engaged world and opinion leaders, including those of the United States and the European Union, in recognizing the very real threat posed by Russia to global peace and security. Canada leads the international community in ensuring that Ukraine remains a foreign policy priority. As testimony to the contribution of the UCC in this regard, in March of 2012, the UCC and its president, Paul Grod, were listed among the, quote, top 80 influencing Canada's foreign policy, end quote, by Canada's Foreign Policy News Weekly, Embassy News magazine. Ladies and gentlemen, we have gathered here today to celebrate. We recognize and remember the past and honor those who have paved the way to this milestone in UCC's history. This celebration which has been continuing Canada-wide throughout the year and will culminate with the 25th Triennial Congress of Ukrainian Canadians in Regina, also offers an opportunity to look forward. But the future is dependent upon the present and the seeds that we continue to sow today. The key to the success of the Ukrainian Canadian Congress and its member organizations in Canada lies in the multifaceted Ukrainian community throughout the country. It is the men and women who drive the initiatives that keep us focused on what matters most, the preservation of a strong, united community that will serve many future generations in their quest for an identity, sense of belonging, and a greater purpose. This community includes volunteers who give selflessly of their time and donors who generously open their wallets. It includes our church leaders who guide and care for our spiritual well-being, the talented artists, like the little boy we just saw, who share our culture with Canadian mainstream, the educators who teach our children their history and language, the numerous committees that have sprung up in response to the need of the people of Ukraine in the wake of the invasion of their territory during a time of peace, the students who promote Ukraine and Ukrainian issues on their campuses. It includes each and every one of you who does not think twice before braving 20 below temperatures to stand in support of fundamental freedom. All of this activity is driven by the leaders of the local UCC branches and member organizations who mobilize their community to act in the belief that together we are making a difference. Хочу скористатися з цієї нагоди відмітити діяльність відділу Конгресу українців Канади в Лондоні. Без вашого щирого і відданого провідництва не було можливо осягнути все здобуте нами спільно. За ваш вклад і ваш труд, за те, що ви працюєте і переживаєте за нашу громаду, просимо прийняти щиросердечну подяку. Завдяки вашої наполегливої праці, відданості, невтомності, жертовності на кожному кроці нашої спільної діяльності Конгрес українців Канади та українська громада в Канаді процвітають. Нехай вас Господь тримає в своїй опіці. А нас усіх, дорогі гості, закликаю до дальшої активної участі в громадському житті і підтримки Конгресу українців Канади на користь Канади, України та нашого спільного світлого майбутнього. Thank you for your attention.